Here we are then, 261 of these we've done, and you know, been some ups and downs. Probably a bit like today's game, really, but we gave everything, didn't we, out there?
We did. Look, I've had some really big disappointing results away from home recently at Chelsea and at Crystal Palace. So today was never going to be easy, but I thought the players done a better job. I thought we were competitive. We started the game really poorly, but I have to say I thought Foden's first goal was a brilliant goal. You know, it really was, and it took the wind out of us right away. But the players stuck at it, kept going. You know, we conceded again, and then Mo scored a wonder goal as well. So we were right back in the game, and I think we felt quite confident at half time that we could stick at it. But obviously, you're not the champions for nothing. And I remember watching them playing Real Madrid a couple of weeks ago, and I'm watching them playing Arsenal and all the teams. They're such a good side.
It was almost, silly as it sounds, after they'd had sort of 15 shots. Once we got a goal, it was almost like we didn't want half time, because that sort of 3 or 4 minutes of added time, they'd gone quiet. All the fans had gone for a drink or gone to the loo, and we were having a bit of momentum.
Yeah, and I think we went in at half time, and we came in out at half time feeling pretty confident. We just couldn't quite get the ball off them enough, and I think they nearly had about 40 passes before they scored the goal, and looks like we could have probably done a bit better. But look, it's not now for me to talk about what we should have done and what we shouldn't have done. But as a manager, you know, obviously, we'd hope that we would have blocked a shot and hope that we might have saved it as well. But overall, we've done so many good things.
Little microcosms of your time in charge out there. Players getting in front of absolutely everything they could. I mean, they scored 2 goals from outside the box, and you know, if your defenders are in the box, it either goes in or it doesn't. You've brought George Earthy on. You've got Mo getting us up the pitch, as so many players have done during your time, and he scored a fantastic goal. So, little elements of what we look back on fondly.
I think so. I think we've scored more goals this season. We've done in, I don't know if it's Premier League history, but I think we're up there with that. I think we've played without Jared today. So I think that we've tried really hard to give the supporters something a bit maybe more than what we've had in recent seasons. You've got to remember a couple of years ago we were finishing 5th and 6th, 6th and 7th, sorry, and this year we've been 9th. And I generally think that they're pretty good positions. I know the 14th one might stick a little bit.
Kind of made up for that in Prague.
So we got over that one. Yeah. But I think that generally the time that I've been here, I think that I've given West Ham a pretty good position. Not just me, the players, my staff, everybody. We've really been at it, worked hard, really committed to try and make things go better. And I think generally people who are around the club would probably think that things have been. You know, we've been in a good place, lots of games, lots of trips. Club is probably employing more people than it's ever done. We're getting bigger crowds than they've ever done. So if you add all those things together, that to me would probably sound like progress.
Obviously, we've thanked you a lot in the last few weeks. There's been a lot of praise, but you've got a really good team of people around you that sustain you every day. Is there people? I mean, you probably don't want to name them all, but I'm sure there's some people that you want to thank for their work here too.
Billy's been around me and sometimes goes under the radar a wee bit, and Billy McKinley sort of does an awful lot around the staff and the people around the building as well. But what I do want to say is I want to apologise to the supporters today that we couldn't get back on the pitch, because I thought the support was great today, and we couldn't get on obviously because of the crowd coming on, and we were aware of it. So I'd have loved to have gone over and said my goodbyes, but I said to the players in the dressing room, I really wish that it could have been last week at Luton was our home game, because we could have all finished it in a really good manner, and the support was great. But just want to pass on my apologies for us not being able to get out to applaud our support.
I think, from our point of view, you've always come and spoken to us after the game, and not every manager does it with their club media, especially after a defeat. They might say, look, I've got enough else to do, so thanks from us. But we've had fun, haven't we? Maybe not you and me, but you've had a lot of fun at the club. I mean, we're here in the training ground, and you're laughing a lot more than you're moaning.
No, let me tell you, coming into a football club, I wanted to try and make everybody feel part of it, and I wanted to make everybody included. And sometimes the club media is one which is quite easy to duck. And I have to say, and as well, there's been lots of games where I've not wanted to speak because I've been so disappointed. But I think that's part of it. I think there's a lot of things for the club moving forward, and I think there's a lot of things which we've tried to make better here. And I hope it continues. I really do. I want to. I've said to the players in the dressing room today, they have to keep it going. You know, they've set some standards in the Premier League now. Let's see if we can maintain it.
So how do you sum up in one line? How do you sum up? I suppose one line on your time at the club and one line about how you're feeling as you walk away.
I'll think of one line quickly here. Really pleased, I believe. Not really pleased. It was a successful time at West Ham, and I think that most people would probably agree with that. And you know, the people I've worked with have been sensational. They really have been. All the people I've enjoyed, and I hope that everybody else can continue, because you know, we've had some dark days here, but let's be fair, I think we're seeing a lot more of the light now than we are the darkness.